Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite photographer, Divanus Osuko. So are you having difficulties changing your background from this to this? Don't worry, Divanus tutorial got you covered. So without wasting much time, let's just dive into the business of the day. So once you have a picture like this, the first thing you need to do when it comes to changing of the background is to duplicate this background layer right here. So you can see I actually did my skin retouching and eye whitening before this, so I actually flattened the layer to the background. So on this video, what I'm going to do is to change the background. So the first step you need to know is duplicating the background layer, which I'm going to click my Command J, or I can actually drag this layer to here to duplicate it. So anyone that is best for you, you can do it. So after doing that, I'll select my lasso tool. So what I want to take this white part off. So I'm going to start from this side. So I'm just going to select the white areas only. So once I'm done selecting, I'll now right click, then I'll click on the field, make sure it's on the content away, and the mode should be normal and the opacity should be 100. So once this is clicked, you hit OK. After hitting OK, this process might take a while before completing, but you shouldn't worry if yours takes longer. So you just have to wait patiently for it to load. So you just wait. So once it completes the process, you can now see the work the content away did here. So you can now see it has actually filled that part off. So I'm going to repeat the same process in this other area. So I'm just going to select this, select it just the same way I did the first one. Then I'll right click, then also adjust it on the content away. You should make sure you use these settings right here. So after that, you hit OK and you wait for it to load as well. So you just have to wait patiently. So once this is done, you can actually see this side isn't blending very well, but you shouldn't worry. So I'll just deselect it. So I'll now come to the patch tool and just carry, then select this part. So once I select this, I'll now bring them down to this part. You can now see that it's being taken off. So it's just giving me the normal background, and I'll take this also off. But even though it's there, it doesn't mean anything because I'm going to change the background. So what I'm going to do next is actually bring in the background which I want to change this backdrop to. So and this is the overlay I want to change it to. So I just want it to be on this background instead of being on the plain background. So I'll now come to the move tool, then I'll drag it down to this image right here. Sorry, I'll just take this off. And before doing that, I don't need it on the smart, so I'll just duplicate this and I will drag it down to my image which I want it to be changed to. So I'll just hit on my Command T to transform it, and I'll make it bigger. So once it's like this, I can actually tell if the background actually fitting to the image. So I'm just going to I'm going to up the visibility of that layer. So I'll come right here. I want to group this, so I'll just bring it down to this icon, then I've actually grouped it. So I'll bring this background here inside the group. So I'll select the group, and why I'm actually doing that, I want to select just the subject. So anything I'm doing will just affect the background, not the subject right here. So you can use your quick selection tool, or you can use any tool you want to use in selecting. But mine, I actually have a saved selection already, so I'm actually going to load the subject. So it has actually picked the subject only. So after doing this, I'll come to this group layer here. So I'll now come to the layer mask. So I'll add a layer mask to it. You can actually see now that the selection now, if I'm to do anything, it's going to affect the subject, which I don't want it to. So I'll just invert the layer mask to the background because I don't want it to affect the subject. So after doing that, I'll come right to this background, then I'll open the visibility. You can now see it only to the background. So I'll now pick on my brush to my move tool. So I'll just set the background to how it fits the image, and I'll do the same thing I did for that background. I'll pick the lasso tool, then I will select this part just to fill it up instead of just using Chrome stamp to fill it. So I'll just fill it up and make sure it's still on the same settings as before. So I'll click OK, and after clicking OK, I'll just wait for the process to be completed. So I'll just wait. You can now see it has actually filled this the wrong way. So I'll just undo it. Then I'll deselect this. So I'll now select it again just so I can get the perfect outcome. So make sure it's still on the same settings. And I'll hit OK, and I'll wait for the process to complete as well. So after waiting patiently, and it has actually filled the picture. So now that it has actually filled this picture, you can now see the real image. These people are stepping on the floor. So I'll come right here, then I will pick the rectangle tool, then I will select the down part, which I need to stop here. So after doing that, I'll now I'll now feather it to 7. I'll click OK, then I'll pick on my normal brush, make sure it's on a soft round brush. The opacity, the hardness is at 0 and the opacity is at 100. So I'll just add a layer mask. So I'm going to select this just so I can add a layer mask to this background. So after doing that, I'll now select the down part. So I'll make sure the foreground color is at black because I want to show what. So just to make this nice, I'll pick on the polygonal tool. Let me see, polygonal tool, to actually make the selection looks perfect. So I'll pick on the same mixer brush, make sure you feather it to 7. So I'll pick on the same mixer brush on the same brush and make sure the setting is on a soft round brush. So I'll now reduce this opacity to 30 and I'll paint this out a bit. I'll deselect this. You can now see it's nice how it's looking now. So I'll just take this opacity a bit to 75. After changing it to 75, I'll add a blur to it. Just add 7. You can now see it's looking more even right now. And the next thing I'm to do, I want to make this down part smooth. So I'll just I'll make sure brushes at a clean brush, and weight, load, mix, flow, everything is at 30. So I'll come to this layer right here. So I'll just start brushing. Just so I can make the down part smooth. And don't forget, the background here actually has small effect to it, so that's why this place is actually like that, but you shouldn't worry. So I'll just perfect this reflection, just brush it just to make it smoother a bit. I won't brush it much, just so I won't spoil the beauty of the background. So a little of that is actually okay. So I'll come right here. I'll now pick on the level, so I'll make it dark a bit, and I'll now come to the hue and saturation just to add a bit saturation to it. 15 is fine. So after doing that, I've actually accomplished having this background look. I actually change it from this to this, from this to this. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel for more tutorial videos that is already uploaded, and more that is coming. So don't miss out. Just make sure you subscribe to my channel for more, and you can see the outcome I have here. And on the description box, I actually have a link to, if you want to purchase loot for your image. So thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.